Hello. For our CS411 project, we wanted to create a website which addresses a common problem people face on a daily basis, finding good TV shows and movies that you can actually watch on the streaming services that you have. Our solution to this problem is the website xStream, which allows users to search for shows based on the streaming services that they choose. This in turn will allow them to browse TV shows and movies that they can readily access, or allow them to see which streaming services other shows they're interested in are available on. As a logged-in user, you'll notice that it has already selected Netflix and Disney Plus for me. This is because when I created this account, I told them that I had Netflix and Disney Plus as my available streaming services. Let's search for a show. I'm going to go with the classic Cinderella, but it can be any show. This takes us to the search page, which allows us to select any show that has that sort of keyword in it, filtered by our streaming services. Clicking on Cinderella will take us to Cinderella's show page. This page is populated with various details about the show that we have access to, including the year of the show's release, duration, genres, IMDb rating, and age rating, as well as a description, if there is one, and most importantly, where we can find that show. You'll also notice that we have user reviews written by other users of the website to give us sort of an idea of what they thought about the show. Let's join the masses and write a review of our own. Let's say, I found this movie to be a masterpiece. And save changes. You'll now notice that our review was just added to the bottom of the list. And our Add Review button has now transformed into an Edit Review button, which allows us to update the star rating, add some more exclamation marks for emphasis, or potentially delete our review if we're embarrassed by our change of heart. Now, let's go take a look at our watch lists by adding this show to our watch list as a completed show, since we've seen it before, and we have a watch list that I'd created previously called Favorite Shows. We add this show to our watch list and can go back to our user page and scroll down, where we can now see our watch lists. We have the option to add one by clicking the blue plus in the right-hand side, to edit our watch list name or potentially delete it using those key buttons, and most importantly, we have the option to actually edit the status of our watch list items. In this case, I've said that I'm currently watching Breaking Bad, and we just noticed that I added Cinderella as a completed show. Let's say I have finished watching Breaking Bad, I can click on the Edit button, change the watch type to Completed, hit Save, and it is now part of that completed category. Additionally, I can delete a show from my watch list simply by clicking on the Delete button. One final feature we'd like to emphasize is our recommendation system. This can be accessed from the search page and is only available to logged-in users. A logged-in user can click on the See Recommendations button, which will replace the search results with a table filled with recommendations for that user specifically. These recommendations are generated using a stored procedure by pulling their watch list for their different genre preferences, their streaming services that they have access to, and by filtering by the average year of shows from their watch list, in case they prefer older movies to modern movies or vice versa. One more feature you may have noticed is that the show Bounty is being recommended to us not for those reasons, but because of a review that we left. This is because we have a trigger when a user leaves a positive review, like we just left on Cinderella. This indicates to us that we are being recommended this show because there exists at least a few other users who also positively reviewed Cinderella and additionally positively reviewed this show, Bounty. We hope that you've enjoyed our demonstration of xStream, where we provide the recommendations so that you never have to stream surf again.